Okay, so you're not doing a business in a vacuum, you have competitors, and so it's time for us to talk about your competitors. Think of it this way. Again, as I said, in a business, we have the growth curve, right? There is the introduction, there is the growth, there is maturity, and then there is decline. When you introduce your business, it's pretty much you doing it. And so you don't really have a lot of competitors, and you might think that's a good thing. Well, it's a good thing for a short while. And then you grow because one, it's a new thing, people are interested. Two, no one is really trying to rip you off, and so you're making a lot of money. And then suddenly people realize, oh, that is a good idea, and we can do it. Maybe we can do it even better. And suddenly you have competitors. And what follows after that? Decline, because now you're sharing your sales. It's like when Netflix realized that they have competitors, which was this year. Oh, okay, they realized they have competitors. But what happens? Now we have other streaming services, Disney, Amazon, Hulu, Peacock. I mean, there are a number of them, right? So what does that mean to Netflix? It means they either increase their prices or they figure out how to avoid declining. So that is the reason why you need to know who your competitors are from the word go. Here's a quick thing about competitors analysis. The intensity of the rivalry will depend on a number of factors such as threats from new entrants, barrier to entry, in which case you talk about things like capital cost of entering the market can be too high, legal and regulatory issues to overcome, brand loyalty and cost of switching. I mean, that could be a reason why people are not buying your product because it's expensive. I mean, think of it this way. If you have a product, and you see this with mobile phone companies where they make it so expensive for you to call somebody in another network. And so, if you switch from this and you go to the other network, then it means people who are already left in this network won't find it easier to call you. And so you're like, okay, I'm just going to stay here. Maybe I buy 2 SIM cards or something, right? It kind of depends on which country you are from. But that's a thing. You also deal with issues like economies of scale, okay? Access to input and distribution. Now, you also have threats from substitute products. There is always going to be an alternative product. For instance, if you don't want to take coffee, you can drink cocoa or you can drink tea. So that is just a substitute product. If it is cheaper, then there is that, okay? Somebody's going to look at the cost and then say, well, I'm not taking this one, I'm taking that one. There is also the bargaining power of the buyers, which is important. Okay, think of it this way. If there are more sellers than buyers, okay, then it's simple economics. The buyers are powerful because they have a choice. They can switch. And so you have to know that, all right? So don't just assume, I'm bringing something new in the market. Sure. How many of you are there who are bringing something new to the market? It's like whenever think of something like the recent pandemic issues. So real estate, when there are a number of houses, vacant houses, then that means the housing market, there are more sellers than there are buyers, and that makes buyers powerful. Then you also need to worry about the bargaining power of suppliers. That is another thing that will affect the nature of competition in a given market. If there is a scarce supply in the market and many buyers, this makes the suppliers powerful. And so that is a thing. Now, at this point, what do I want you to do? Here's your assignment, okay, because it's all about doing stuff. That is just a quick overview of the competitive analysis. In fact, you just need to look at Michael Porter's 5, competitive factors, and then you'll understand that. But for now, here's what I want you to do. Okay, is an assignment. Write the following things about your competitors: their names, their location, their business size, product, price, strength and weakness, and their unique selling point. This way, you can come up with a plan to win. Okay, so you know them, you know what they're doing, you know their size, you know their products, you dissect their products, okay, and figure out here's where they're failing, or this is what is making their product unique. And then you start from there. So write about that, and then I'll see you in the next video.